Alright folks, hello and welcome back to Downstage Gaming. I'm your host Josh, and this is part 7 of our B-Sides Let's Play of the Letter. When we last left off, we're nearing the end of Zachary's B-Side chapter here, and basically last time we had a sort of roller coaster of emotions with Mr. Ashton here. We displeased him by trying to downplay our relationship with the Wrights, but then by the end of things we kind of made up with him. We did get a meeting with the professor, in which we showed the professor the photos that we had taken that had gotten all distorted, and he sort of told us some old tales that, didn't seem super helpful. And once again, sort of the whole showing the photos thing didn't go super well. But here we are on the 29th, I believe, and we just got finished with Ashton being in our apartment eating our last chips. And at this hour, the streets are once again busy with people heading home after a hard day's work. Little of the bustle matters to him as he steps out the crowded walkway, however. There's only his goal in mind, and I'd wager there's nothing I can do to stop him at this point. He's probably decided on it long before he made the decision to drop by. But despite this, he lags behind.
What's wrong, Ash?
His mouth opens, then closes, but whatever he wants to say is lost in the clamor of traffic outside.
Is there something I can do?
Is there something I can help you with, bud?
No, just say where you are.
I can't do that. No can do, Ash. Ask me anything but that. No way in hell I'm gonna pretend there ain't a problem when there is. This is a really big one. And I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here.
Yeah, trust me, Zach's gonna be fine this time around, Ash.
I'm done running when things get tough.
What? You think you have a better plan?
Who knows if it's better? At least it's something.
I'm gonna break into a house. What are you gonna do about it?
If all this is going to do is put you in danger, then I'd rather you not do anything at all.
Well, not doing anything at all is also gonna put me in danger, Ash, so now what?
I never want to wake up to that kind of thing again. Finding out one of my friends was left for dead in the middle of the street. One person is enough.
This is still better than having no other course of action, yeah?
He's about to argue for a moment, but...
Look, bro, if things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, aight? Just this one time. If it doesn't work out, we'll be the first one to know. You can laugh then, or berate me all you want, but please don't ask me to step aside like I'm incapable of doing anything to help.
I have no idea if it's the look on my face or the tone of my voice. Ultimately, although his mouth presses into a thin line, he nods.
Do what you want. If you can check in with Rebecca, I'd appreciate it.
When he stumbles into the sidewalk and allows the afternoon crowd to swallow him whole, I like to think the tiny gleam in his eyes is the closest we can get to optimism in this situation. Angry Ash. Okay, we're still right before Hannah's about to be possessed here. Actually, completing her possession, maybe? She was kind of already possessed. Whether that alone will be enough to give me a peaceful sleep tonight remains to be seen. Oh, it won't. I'm pretty sure tonight is QTE night. Night falls, despite my best attempts, sleep continues to elude me. And we've seen this, yep. Though, to be honest, it is not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, but the anxiety and hope I'll hear from Ash soon. And for what's perhaps the 42nd time, I shift over to the end of the table where my phone lies still. Not heard from him since he left. He hasn't promised to call, of course, but a small part of me wishes he would have the common sense at the very least. Waiting is a tough game, and with the corners stretching out the minutes far longer than usual, stretching out the minutes far longer than usual, it's impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. And knowing that whoever she is, she had once been human. Okay, so this is what we're getting from the professor, I believe. Perhaps not all of it is gone. Perhaps some of it is still there.
Hello?
It's true. Definitely true.
I know you're in here. What do you want?
Something moves behind me, a soft scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelch and painful creaking of what can only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I whirl around, my fingers and camera ready, patiently waiting for another movement.
I can help you. Whatever it is that keeps you here, I can help.
Yeah, we can help. That's what you want, right?
That's what the letter's for, ain't it? You don't have to keep taking people's lives.
There's a brief moment of silence, and for a short while, I think my pleas worked. Then, with no warning, the shuffling resumes, and along with it are the sobs of a woman. Okay, okay. I think I remember how this bit goes. It's still... It's... Because I feel like I passed by it a number of times last time. Shout out if you see her. That's not anything. Right. How much time do I have on this? Oh, I see the thing up there. I feel like I must have already passed by it once. Yeah, that's it, right? That's that. Wait, that was it. Is it a? Do I have to be quick? Oh shoot. Yep, there. Okay, got it. The light flashes fleetingly one last time, allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque, misshapen features before it is once again lost in the darkness. Okay, so we call Ash. We don't get anything. We go to the mansion.
How the hell did you get in here?
Well, okay.
What in seven hells do you want?
And you can see, you can see this aura around him again. What is the deal with this? We never really learned that last time, and I'd kind of forgotten about it. Because he's not possessed. He's like the things clearly whispering in his ear as time goes on, but.
It's bloody 6 in the morning!
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even...
Okay, we've done
What did they do to you? I can help you, you know? If it'll let you move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Nothing. I don't even know who I'm talking to, or if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. Yeah, it's interesting that he's so much more willing to actually try to help the ghoul this time. Alright, so last time, as we all remember, we entered the open window. This time we're gonna keep looking for Ash. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The half that has spent too much time around Ash. It's right, though, the reasonable part. If I do force my way in and find something unpleasant, how am I going to fight back? With my camera? No matter where you look at it, that's simply asking for a painful death.
I have a better chance if I find Ash.
Death by Butler.
Why is he snooping about?
Perhaps I should try the forest? Like around farther into the gardens? Not a sound plan, but it's better than nothing. The woman's soft sobs have subsided now by some means, almost inaudible to the point where I'm wondering if I truly heard what I heard. I didn't get to dwell much on it though, because right in that moment my phone rings. The sharp notes cutting piercing through the thick quietude. I clamp a hand over it, pressing the button before the speakers are close to my ear.
Are you?
Oh no. It's the phone hacking again, I can feel it. I only caught the tail end of the person's greeting on the other side, but I know the voice well
What
enough.
was that, Ash? Could you repeat that?
I'm in the attic.
Signal shitty here.
I asked, where are you? Hell, Zach, I've been calling your number for a good 20 minutes now.
Ah, interesting. So it basically was a trap. So presumably then the ghoul purposely did all of this to try to get us to go into the mansion to trap us.
What kind of shithole did you get into?
Good morning to you, too. I should be asking you that question. I've been looking all over the mansion for you. I thought you'd be...
What mansion?
Do I really need to answer that?
Why are you even... No, wait. Just get your ass here at Isabella's place, and hurry.
Ooh, Isabella's. I shift my gaze into the mansion, specifically at the window I heard the cries from. There's nothing of it now, not even echoes.
How urgent is this?
Pressing enough for you to stop asking questions and get yourself here. Please, Zach.
That gives me a pause. It's a rare thing for him to take on that tone. Last I heard him speak like that, a friend ended up fighting for her life in the hospital. Now she's still in coma.
I'll be there in a few. An hour or two, tops.
Thanks. I'll see you.
I rush back to my bike as soon as the call ends. Without another look, I leave the mansion along with its haunting melodies and grim echoes behind. Hi, Ash. There are more important things than my own curiosity and impulses. Oh! Okay, I had expected that to go a little further. Huh. Alright, well, we've made it to Marianne then. And you know what? We just started like 10 minutes ago. So what we're gonna dig into Marianne a little bit here, at least the beginning bits of it. So let's get right started here. We start off, of course, with her checking her email, checking in the right. She's about to go be hired. She sings her heart out in a beautiful song. Gets with her two girlfriends who make fun of her And of course, yes, we have a bad time with Luke right here, or whiskey. And to sex or not to sex, of course, last time we chose to not sex. And unfortunately this time, by the rules of B-sides, you know nothing. Never mind. Everything here is cool and good. Everything here is very cool and good.
Nothing. Never mind.
Ugh. Well, I'm glad Luke doesn't like it. To hell with it. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for the exact same reason I brought a man home before and the one before that. I didn't care about any of them. They were all nothing. Less than nothing. Yeah, that's right. Luke, right, you're less than nothing. We part for air, and he all but rips my belt off without even bothering to take off his own jacket. We somehow make it safely to my bed. I don't even feel it as he pins me down. Whoa! Was not expecting the erotica here today. This isn't about pleasure. It's about punishment. There is nothing gentle about the kiss between us. It's all tongue, teeth, and roaming hands. There is no passion, only a need. I don't know about him, but I'm not doing this to feel good. I'm not some nymphomaniac who gets wet at the thought of bringing random strangers to my place for a lay. It's ridiculous how, under the professional facade I like to put up, I do these sordid things. If any of my clients can see the Marianne McCulloch now, all boozed up and having rough sex with some bloke from the bar, well, that's none of their fucking business, really. Well, then you should tell Luke right, this is none of his fucking business. But still, everything after is a drunken blur. Not that there is much to remember in the first place. These one-night stands were always the same, empty, meaningless sex. Flesh coming together, smelling of booze and sweat.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
I'm too busy trying to remember her hands touching during it all. I'm trying to remember her lips that kissed me. But how can I remember something that never happened? Oh, Marianne. I got my suit back on very quickly. When all is said and done, all he has to say is...
You were saying something while we were at it. What were you mumbling?
That's a weird thing to ask.
It was a prayer.
Like, oh God, fuck me?
Oh my god.
I like it.
I did not want to hear this, Luke. Luke! No, it was a real prayer. A prayer for forgiveness. Because as I lie down in my bed while he gets up to leave, I can feel my sins crawling on my back like spiders, filling me with their venom. I feel an itch that made me want to scratch my skin until it bleeds, while my heart pounds in my ears. I can even register what Whiskey says when he whispers his goodbye. Can't even register.
Thanks for the good time, Marianne.
That's somehow worse than last time. Ugh. Why is he so... How does he know? We never even found that out. How does he know who she is? Ugh. The mornings after are always the loneliest. Although that I can simply brush off. I've already gone through several years of my life with only the fleeting company of others. Always nothing permanent. After her, there never was. I'll live through this. The regret, though, it's the one that stays and weighs. But there is no time for self-pity. I have a job to get ready for. And, yep, okay, so we head over, right, we get the book of the mansion, we meet Becca, we have an argument, and then we end up realizing that she's knowledgeable, and so she gets to have the book after all. And then we go to BRC, where we meet Isabella. Last time, this went poorly. Let's see how it goes this time, if it goes any less poorly. I pointed out I wanted to inquire, but that would be unprofessional. Really, it's none of my business.
I presume that Miss Cooper told you why I'm here, Miss Santos?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just got back from lunch, you know?
Unprofessional.
But it won't take too long. Don't worry.
Of course it won't. This whole project has established itself to be a matter done in haste.
Yep, we've seen this. Okay, so last time we said you have something to say, correct? Because I wanted to, yes. This time, I don't have time for this.
I don't have time for this. Just spit it out.
Not interested in our relationship this time, Isabella. An air of uncertainty hangs over the girl, although she tries her best not to let it show. She really is too young, too uncertain for what she does.
Well, you see, the coffee, it's getting cold and, that's not good.
I doubt that's what she actually wants to say.
Is that all? May I get back to work without being interrupted?
Sure, I'll leave you alone. And if you need me, I'll be just look for me somewhere. It's not like that's going to be hard.
What a bitch.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
You called me a bitch? A strained air settles in the room as we stare at each other, mirroring the same confused expressions. That's interesting, because we definitely did not get this. We did not get the first hint of what's her face before. Lorraine, I believe. I'm quite sure I heard her say something. Or is that someone from outside? Unlikely. Why is someone calling me a bitch? So when she slightly tilts her head at me in question, I can only look away, flustered. Who's the unprofessional one now, Marianne? It's an awkward affair, and I choose to hightail it out of the realty office as soon as I can. Though I'm able to keep myself professional at all times, does not mean I like it. Yep, think we've seen this. Skipping on ahead to Monday. Alright, so we get to the rights here, and last time we continued waiting and got some freak out here at the TV. This time we heard a noise and we're gonna check it out. We're gonna go exploring here in the condo. Crash came from the hallway and I really shouldn't be snooping about, but it's just concern that urges me to check it out. Sneaking a glance at the butler, I consider sneaking off, but
Excuse me, but where's the loo?
he barely licks my way before pointing a spatula towards the hallway. It's a good excuse as any. Yeah, if I'm caught lingering longer than I should, I could just excuse myself and then say that I wasn't sure which door led to where. Ooh, I don't like this at all. Yikes. Still looking into the hallway reveals nothing. I don't see anything that might have caused the crash. The hallway, like the rest of the place, is in pristine condition. There are several doors for not only the toilet, but also presumably rooms for their butler and for other members of the staff. As I stand there, however, something feels definitely out of place. Like this, whatever this is like a recording device? A radio? What is this? One of the doors, the nearest within my reach, stands ajar, and from inside, a light flickers incessantly. It could simply be a light bulb that needs replacing, but the thought of it in a place so well taken care of seems off. I think that, maybe, this is where the crash came from. Inside, I can spy a radio lying on the floor. Okay. That's probably it, right? Maybe one of the help in a hurry to get out of the room knocked it over in the process. If that's all it is, I should really leave it alone. As I turn to leave, the sound of static fills the air and a man's tinny voice interrupts the
At
silence.
7 in the morning, students found a 5th-year dead.
So I'm gonna guess that this is about Lorraine. Why am I still standing here?
Assumed to have fallen from her dormitory window.
This seems familiar, doesn't it?
Authorities are investigating the possibility of foul play.
Foul play. Like I've heard it before.
Reporting from St. Samthins, Shane McLaughlin of Galway Bay, AM.
What the?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! I can't believe that got me. I should have known. Ah. Whew. Okay, I recoil. Backing away from whatever that was. Let's take a look. Just a nice picture of radio. Yep. Jesus Christ. In the process, I trip backwards on my feet and I wait for the pain of falling flat on my back. But instead, I feel a hand on my back and see the smug smile of, well, guess who?
Oh, don't tell me you're reporting to work drunk, Mint.
God. Of course I know exactly who that voice belongs to. It just has to be him.
Marianne McCullough, hammered on the job? That would be something.
But as if I had been burned, I push him away from me with a deep scowl on my face. Even his slightest touch makes me sick. And that smug smile on his face makes me want to come in contact with him, if only to break his nose with my fist.
Is that any way to say hello to a good friend?
Ugh.
We aren't friends. Let's get that straight first off, miss. Secondly, you're a married man. So that thing that happened shouldn't have happened.
Yes, certainly married people have never had sex with other people before.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me it wasn't even a little fun. A bit of a romp never hurt anybody.
Bit of romp never hurt nobody.
No, it wasn't fun, and we shouldn't have done it. But since we did, let's pretend it didn't happen and never speak of it again.
I was drunk and had no self-control. Don't I get a free pass?
No, that's actually not... that's actually not how that goes, Luke. I really can't believe this guy. I mean, this is a new choice, so I get to make my decision. I'm gonna say it's no excuse. I hate you. So, this is what she would say, but no, that's no excuse. Restraint and patience are necessary things when dealing with people, and I must have a whole lot of it, considering I'm not tearing him a new hole. Yeah, that's right. Get this low as can be this time. I can't believe this guy. I don't even see an inkling of shame or guilt about the fact that he cheated on his wife.
What? No, you don't get a free pass. How can you even say that with such a straight face? You do realize what you've done, don't you? Even if you were drunk, the fact of the matter is, you had at one point taken off your wedding ring and knowingly cheated on your missus. I am quite sure you didn't have one and you blatantly told me you were single when you chatted me up at the bar.
Tell Hannah.
And you're the saint then? But according to you, I was drunk. So you must have taken advantage of me in my state.
Oh my god.
I fail to see why I'm the only one to blame in this situation.
I didn't think things could get any more preposterous, but apparently I was wrong.
We were both drunk, you bastard. Don't you dare try to twist this around. You don't know who you're messing with.
I'm afraid you're the one who doesn't know who you're messing with, lassie.
Don't call me lassie.
I know who you are, Marianne McCullough. I've looked into you. You bloody bog jumper. You're nothing but a glorified turf cutter.
I don't know what either of those things mean. Bog jumper or turf cutter, but I have a feeling they're both bad.
I'd be careful with how I speak if I were you. What's that saying about biting the hand that pays you? It goes something like that.
He looked into me? How much does he know about me then? Does he know about my father? Does he know about her? The thought that he has knowledge he can hang over my head kills any fight I have. Instead, I feel sick. This is sick. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's sick in the head one way or another. The dead air between us, because it can't be anything else but that, is broken as a lively voice calls out from the hall. What kind of awkward pick did we get here? Fun. Smug a-hole.
Marianne! I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long. I know we agreed we'd start at 10 o'clock, but mornings just simply do not agree with me. Not one bit. It's been like this since I've been in university.
It's 5 minutes to 11 o'clock. These high-end clients sure like to be fashionably late. I'm used to it, though, much like how I'm used to so many years of hearing people mispronounce my name. I'm sorry if I've done that, Marianne. Besides, berating or correcting my client would be extremely impolite, and Marianne doesn't sound too bad when she says it. Yeah, I kept making note of that during my last playthrough, like I thought that was some kind of important, like, Hannah knew a different Marianne or something that was important, but we never really got anything from that. It might just be like a joke that she always gets her name wrong. To be fair, it doesn't seem like she's late on purpose.
I see you're up, darling. You know, you could have woken me up as well. Were you showing Marianne around? Not that there's much to see. This place is so tiny compared to the mansion.
This place sucks. It's got monsters, and it's got Luke Wright, who is worse in some ways. I'm more worried about the way she stares at me, judging. Such a look. It doesn't suit her pretty face at all. Just seeing Mrs. Wright reminds me too much of her. And maybe I'm starting to hear her again, see her again, when I shouldn't. I should have left it all behind, forgotten it. To think she would be looking at me that way. I can just feel my hands tremble.
Oh yes, just showing her around and getting to know each other. Isn't that right, Marianne?
Yes, of course. And your butler was making breakfast a while ago. So if you want to get right to that...
Yeah, let's get right to that.
Breakfast would be lovely.
Alright, well we are going to have those delicious pancakes and continue to see what awaits us in Marianne's B-sides here next time. Yeah, we skipped through a whole thing here. Something's... Oh, that was the whole thing with Isabella. Right. Okay, yep. Well, we'll still have plenty to get through next time. Until then, this has been Downstage Gaming. I've been your host, Josh, and I will catch you all next time.